Hi, and welcome to All Things Small and Insignificant, the podcast where Hector and Angela boldly, boldly tackle the topics no one asked about, no one cares about, and no one will remember.
Not a joke.
From the hidden struggles of lint to the secret lives of single socks, we're here to overanalyze the underwhelming. So grab a magnifying glass, adjust your expectations, and let's dive into the wonderfully irrelevant.
That was a good one.
I like that. We have people that write those things, as far
um,
as you know.
the biggest part of that is definitely lowering your
Yeah,
expectations.
please, please. We
You
don't want to
cannot have expectations if you're
disappoint.
watching if you're watching this.
You'll
Um,
notice we're in our new studio too.
yes,
It's not perfected yet.
we've relocated, and our people are still putting things together. So,
Yeah, we have unreliable people. Hi, I'm people.
and very unreliable.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm a real piece of work.
so
Wait
we
a minute.
went fishing this past weekend.
Hang on. This lamp is in my way. I
Oh,
can't
we
see
went.
your
Well,
face.
I can see you right there.
Oh yeah, I could look at
We
the
went.
monitor.
We went fishing this last weekend, and
We did down in on the Gulf.
Rockport, America, and her wife caught a 26-inch, 9-pound black drum.
It was a
Um,
whopper.
it, no, it wasn't. It was a
It
fish.
was a fish. Yeah, it was big. And it was a big fight too. Just flip
Um,
it.
yeah, she put up a good fight. I think it was like 3 or 4 minutes that it took to for her to reel it in.
Yeah, we recorded it
Um,
on
that was
camcorder,
that was a lot of. It wasn't a camcorder. It was my cell phone.
cell phone. Yeah, it was about 3.5, 4 minutes. Yeah.
I saved the day coming in with the net. Had to lay down and roll around on the ground,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
definitely
That's on video too.
save the day there.
Yeah. Couldn't have done it without you.
They filleted it up. How did it taste?
I only had a little nibble of it. I know you don't like fish, but it was I wasn't a fan of the black drum.
What about the
The
trout?
trout, we caught some trout.
A trout.
8 trout. No, we caught a couple of them. We
Well,
only kept one.
only one was a
When I
keeper.
say we, I mean an Angel.
I caught a lot of trout.
Yeah.
None of them were
No
keepers.
keepers. I caught the
But
first fish though, by the way. The flounder, an 80-pound flounder. 15 feet long.
oh yes.
I had to fight it with a knife. Um no, the trout was good. I like the trout, which was surprising to me because I normally don't like trout. Maybe it's the way she cooked it.
Possibly. Um.
It was good.
So there were some new rule proposals. I know you're really a huge fan of Mr. Manfred, the commissioner of baseball.
Oh my god.
There was another rule proposition that came up. It's called I forget, like the golden at bat or something like that. Essentially, what it is
Dumb is what it is.
you can have any person come up once a game. You can select any batter to come to the plate in any situation without losing them in the game. For example, say it's the fifth inning, there's 2 outs, you're the Dodgers, you want Shohei Ohtani, made the last out the previous inning, the bases are loaded, he can come up and hit in that at bat and still keep his place in the lineup moving forward. There's a lot of people who are against it. I don't think it's going to pass. It's a very, very long
What?
shot.
So basically, a guy could come up to bat, foul out, strike out, get a walk, and then say,
And
"Oh,
then hit again
want to
the
bat? I
next.
want to bat again."
Yes.
Oh, even better, you could bat for the other team too.
Oh, that's the next thing. They're gonna be like, oh, we want Shohei to come and get this at bat for us.
Yeah.
And then if he strikes out, that shouldn't count against us because he's on their team.
Right.
If he gets a
Right.
home run, it counts.
I just don't
He's ruining
understand
the game.
why the game has been around for as long as it has, and suddenly it needs to be improved. I just don't get it. It baffles me that the most popular game
when you say improved,
No, not improve.
improved by his
What's to improve?
standards, right? But he's thinking it's improved.
I bet he voted for Harris.
I bet he uses one of our proud sponsors.
Speaking of, we've got one
The
coming up.
edible tampon.
We've got one coming up. We've got to do a break for our sponsor here.
Alrighty.
Hector's going to be reading this.
Okay. Well, if I put my glasses on, I will be. Craving wings done right? At Wing Haven, we bring the flavor and crunch with the juiciest bone-in chicken wings in town. Each wing is cooked to crispy perfection, tossed in your choice of mouth-watering sauces: spicy, savory, tangy, or sweet. From classic buffalo to bold garlic parmesan, every bite is packed with flavor that'll keep you coming back for more. Bone in means more flavor, more satisfaction, and more reasons to dig in. Wing Haven, where the wings take flight.
Thank you, Wing Haven.
Stop in today or order online. Your flavor adventure awaits.
Thank you, Wing Haven, for those bone-in wings.
I love a good chicken wing. Specifically, are you a flat or a
No, I need the drumstick.
or the drumstick? I prefer the drumstick as well. I feel like there's more meat on the
I still prefer tenders.
chicky nuggies.
Chicky nuggies.
You getting a kid's meal?
Okay, so I've been on this kick lately that everywhere we go, if we're going out to eat, if they've got chicken tenders or chicken fingers, I'm getting them. I did that at a fish place. No, wait, where were we?
It was in Sinton, Texas, at a restaurant there. I forget the name of the place.
Yeah, some restaurant in Sinton. It was good, but they had chicken tenders. I was so
They
excited.
had a bean bar.
Yeah, yeah.
The cornbread. They had cornbread and beans, and it was very good. Put the cornbread, crunch the cornbread up there. Put the beans.
Probably never
on there,
been better cornbread.
and put a little butter, mix it all up. Make you want to drive back to Corpus and slap your mama.
Is that a Texas saying?
What, slapping your mama?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a
She was out there Saturday.
She was.
Did you not want to?
We could have with a fish instead of a tortilla.
Instead of a tortilla.
So Hector does this thing where if you don't ever, if he invites you to a Mexican restaurant, don't sit next to him or across from him or at the same table. In fact, don't go or go without him.
Within arm's length,
Yeah, because
you're in the slap zone.
Tortilla. Everyone's had it done. I got him once.
I've been the worst one that I got was by Josh, one of the people on our softball team.
Wasn't he scared afterwards?
Yeah, he. Oh,
we got a caller.
Hello. Hello.
Waiting for them to answer.
Hello. It was a dud. So we just had a somebody calling from like healthcare or something or other, and we were like, "You're on the air," and
they hung up.
They hung up on us.
They didn't want to talk.
But yeah, back to the baseball thing. The just running the game. You know, it started with let's speed it up. Let's speed it up. If you don't want to go to a 3.5, 4 hour game, then don't go.
Right.
But I don't want to spend, if you go from out of town, you're looking at $1,000 in a weekend: hotel, gas, baseball tickets, food, beverages, souvenirs, etc. I don't want to be there for an hour and a half.
Right.
And then
might as well go to a movie.
Be done.
Go watch Field of Dreams.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Then the extra innings in the regular season, they get the ghost runner at second base.
Oh, just like in softball.
But then the playoffs come around and they don't do the ghost runner. So if you're going to have it during the playoffs, have it the same way during the regular season.
It all started with the National League, the American League adopting the designated hitter.
And see, I don't mind the designated hitter. I do like
You voted for Harris,
the
didn't you?
traditional. Well, no, I do like the traditional.
I love when the pitchers have to hit.
What I don't have a problem with
It
it.
adds another dimension to the game.
Do you know who the last pitcher to get a hit in a World Series game was?
Yes, it just happened recently. It was no, this was a trivia question, wasn't it?
Mm-mm. Well, it is right now, but
I know the answer. Was it Rivera?
no. The last pitcher,
Otani, he got a hit.
the last only pitcher, not dual player.
Um,
It happened in 2019.
I don't know. Rivera.
Mm. Oh yeah, you changed the year, but the answer stays the same. Yep, you were
It
right.
was Rivera. See,
It was
I know my stuff.
Zach Greinke.
Oh,
He was pitcher for the Houston Astros. Um,
oh, so that that ghost runner thing at second base,
uh-huh.
I despise. I despise it in softball. I despise it in baseball. It has no place in
Sports and
little league. It has no place in anywhere. It's
how about the
ridiculous.
NFL? A ghost runner on second in the NFL.
I can see that. I
Makes
guess
sense.
the Cowboys could use that. Wouldn't hurt them anymore.
The ghost runner in the NFL makes about as much sense as it does in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't understand why. Okay, and speed the game up. Why? Was anybody complaining about it?
Yes.
But
I can tell you who was complaining about it. It's these people.
People who are people who are on their phones.
They go to a game and their nose is constantly buried in the phone. Why do you want to spend all that money? Now I get it if you have your phone open, taking pictures, things like that. Totally
Right.
fine. There was actually the Corpus Christi Hooks did a promotion. That was a few years
Smash
ago.
your phone before you come in.
That would be good. But actually, when you come in, they would take your phone and put it in a lockbox type thing. All the fans turned in their phones. The funny part about that is George Springer, who played on the big league club, was there on a rehab assignment, so nobody could get pictures of him. So that's the only thing I would say. The only downfall of that would be, you can't capture moments and stuff like that.
But you're at a live sporting event
Right.
that it used to be you could get in for cheap, and now it's an investment to go. Why not pay attention? Why not keep the phone in your pocket?
And then these people bitch and complain whenever their kid is over here like this.
Yeah.
And
or
a
they
foul
don't.
ball comes and they get clocked in the head, then it's like, oh, my kid got hit.
Is
Well,
the
if your
phone
kid was
okay?
paying it, yeah, it's a big investment. Who cares about the kid? They'll be fine.
I just don't get it. I mean, it doesn't make sense for the owners to want to speed up the game. The longer you have butts in the seats, the more money you can make. I mean, even though they stopped selling beer after the 7th inning, generally
8th inning now because of the speed up of the game. And some of them actually sell it all the way through the game, which I think should have been the case to begin with.
I don't have a problem with
Let
that.
me have 4 hours of drinking beer and
sitting in the seats, then get in my car and drive home. Absolutely.
Well, no, Uber, Lyft. We do not
Yeah.
condone drinking and driving.
No, we do
Probably
not.
not a good thing.
I mean, there's
Worst thing ever.
Anaheim Stadium. We used to go and sell beer the whole time, and
Who plays there?
Used to be they had a major league team, but now it's the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Bullshit.
I didn't realize they were still around.
Oh, that guy. Moreno's a turd.
Artie Moreno.
He's a turd.
Piece of work.
Oh, next they're going to be offering, I bet, I guarantee it's been talked about, hitting off a tee in Major League Baseball in certain scenarios.
You know what I would
guarantee.
like to see? I would not want to be sitting out in the outfield if this was the case, but I would love to see them do home run derby with aluminum bats.
Ouch.
That would be amazing. Again, I would not want to be sitting in the outfield for that, but
I think
balls
if any,
coming off the bat at like 150, 160 miles an hour. That would be amazing.
I don't like aluminum bats.
I like the ping. I think it sounds like the college, the College World Series. You hear like ping, and it's like, okay, that ball's gone. Kind of like the crack of a wooden bat.
Yeah,
And knowing that it's gone.
yeah, I guess.
But just doing home run derby with that, I think that would put on a
That's
show.
a novelty. Yeah.
Seeing a ball go 600 feet, 700 feet. I mean, balls leaving the stadiums.
Yeah.
Like that would be amazing.
That would be cool. Well, that would be fun in like oh, where's that crap team? Oh, the Giants at their stadium, which is kind of a cool stadium because it's got the water.
McCovey Cove.
Yeah, McCovey Cove. That would be fun to hang out in there. We should do that sometime.
Hang out in McCovey Cove.
Yeah.
They have kayaks that you can go out there with.
Yeah.
I would do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
I don't mind the water. I just can't swim. What happened?
I can't see you on there.
Oh, well, that's not a bad thing.
No, it's not.
We're still getting our new area set up, so this is kind of an impromptu throw it together. We do these every Wednesday before trivia. It kind of warms up our head. Speaking of trivia, I see a
Yeah, we have
trivia
two
book here.
Which
Let me ask
Diane
you a
gave me
question.
those. Thank you, Diane. And I can't read them because the print is too small. It sucks.
Must suck getting old. I can read it just fine.
Yeah, whatever. Here, try this. Okay.
In which 2006 song does Fergie mention a famous bridge?
Oh, the song about the bridge. That one.
What is it?
I don't know.
London Bridge is falling down.
Oh,
Falling down.
that's a great story.
London Bridge is okay.
No, I'm not a big fan of the current. Who's the guy in charge?
Robert Manfred.
I don't know where it came from. I know nothing about him other than he's ruining baseball with his stupid,
So
stupid ideas.
the crazy thing is I used to think Bud Selig was the worst
Yeah,
president was the worst commissioner ever.
but
It's almost like Bud Selig is Jimmy Carter and Rob Manfred is Joe Biden. The thing.
you know the sad part is Manfred is fairly young, so he's going to be around a while.
Yeah, they just renewed him. The owners voted unanimously to
I don't get it. I don't get it.
extend his contract.
He's basically telling them, I'm going to make this game go quicker so the people aren't there as long. You'll lose money. And what did you tell me today? The Dodgers are like 642 million in the hole.
They wish they were 642 million. It was over 1 billion that they have deferred that will be paid up through 2046. Something has got to be done.
Do you know who the first baseball player to make over 100,000 sign a contract for over $100,000 a year was?
I do not know the $100,000 one, but I do know the $1 million one.
Andy Messerschmidt.
Do you know who the $1 million one was?
Toby Maguire.
Nope.
Feliz Navidad.
No, he played in the Mexican League.
I don't.
That was $1 million pesos.
I don't know.
Nolan Ryan by the Houston Astros, the first $1 million contract.
See, and if I had to pay $1 million for a pitcher, I would pay Nolan Ryan to be not just a pitcher, but the self-defense coach. Yeah, exactly.
When he beat the hell out of...
Beat the hell out of Robin Ventura. What day?
The day that Robin Ventura decided that he was going to take his life into his own hands and charge the mound.
Yeah, and then you know what happened after that? Nolan Ryan struck out the next 12, or got the next 12 batters out.
Stayed in the game, and Robin Ventura got tossed. That was probably the best.
I wonder if they've ever met up since.
Oh, I'm sure.
They could recreate it.
That would be fun.
I'd watch that before I'd watch another Tyson.
Oh, that was the most boring waste of time I have ever seen. And
not to mention difficult to watch when it's buffering.
Mine didn't do that.
Man, special.
Mine didn't do
Oh,
that
that's right. You live on the north side.
very. No, I was
Never
here.
mind. Were you?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
it didn't buffer too much,
Oh,
but it was such a waste of time.
speaking of north side, don't we have a call to make? Check in on our patient.
We're coming up on a break.
Oh, are we? Okay. Hang on.
He's
See-
actually going to be. We're going to be joined um, this evening by Tracy. He decided to come
Oh,
to
he's coming to trivia?
to trivia. Yes.
He's all healed up.
His labia is
Labia.
officially unpulled,
Oh, yay.
intact, whatever you
Yay.
want to call it. Cool. Think you've had it all when it comes to chicken wings? Think again. At Extra Bone Wings, we are flipping the script and putting the extra bones back in your wings. Why? Because more bones means more structure, more fun, and an unforgettable eating experience from smoky barbecue to spicy hot. Every wing is packed with flavor and an extra crunch to keep you coming back for more. This isn't just a meal, it's a conversation starter. Extra Bone Wings, redefining the way you wing. Dare to try something new? Visit us today at Extra Bone Wings.
Thank you, Extra Bone Wings.
We love those bone in wings.
Hector
So,
hates meat on a bone.
I love bone in wings. Those are the greatest thing. They offer so much more flavor.
Especially when they put in extra bone.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how they get the extra bone in there, but you can't go wrong with more than one bone
No,
in.
you can't.
Want two bones in? Put two bones in. You want three? Just
Good luck with that.
you name the number, they'll put it in.
Good luck with that.
Thank you, Extra Bone In Wings.
Okay. So we've also got Christmas coming up. Are there any Christmas traditions you have?
Try to get through it without any family going to jail or anything like that. Never been big on the holidays.
No?
No, never been a big fan. Um, thought about being a fan one time and then decided not a fan. But
When
I was never big on like getting. I like giving gifts. My thing is, it's very hard for me to wait till Christmas to give something. Like I have to do it almost
like right away?
immediately. Yeah, if I get
You have no impulse control?
no, I can't wait. I can't wait. I have to. If I get somebody a gift, I'm like, ooh, gotta give it to them now. So I'm shopping wise, I'm a last minute shopper.
Are you really?
Obviously, I wait till the last minute so I can get closer to Christmas.
If you shop on Christmas morning, you can give your gifts Christmas morning.
But everything's closed on Christmas morning.
What, are you looking for problems? Are you here to help or hinder?
Although I guess online is not.
Yeah, that's true.
But they don't deliver by the afternoon. You could just tell people, hey, your gift is running late.
I got stuff delivered in 8 hours today. Some pill pockets for the pups. Oh, speaking of, I gotta feed them soon. ¿Qué hora es?
It is 6:17.
Oh, okay. I think about 6:30 we're gonna have to shut it down so I can feed them.
Yeah, that's be about 45 minutes. I do want to talk a little bit about our current situation that's going on around the world, just because we do both like politics too, and that's one of my favorite things to talk about. The current, the guy.
thing. So, our turd of a president fell asleep in Angola while the president of Angola was talking. He had to be led around by the president of Angola, and then he gave Africa $1 billion, which I have no problem with, except on top of the billions and billions he's given to Ukraine, another 725 million he's committed, and we've got people in Lahaina still suffering and in North Carolina still suffering.
Mm-hmm.
And ain't a damn human on this planet outside the United States that's sending money and help for our people. And why should they? Why should they? They're taking care of their own like they should.
I I think that they're trying to send as much money overseas now because that's where the washing machines are.
The spout is going to get turned off January 20th.
Well, I think that I
Or
saw
spigot.
an article about this that he that was the whole reason that they impeached Trump the first time for
Yeah.
that Ukraine phone call because they didn't want him to catch on to what was going on.
Yep.
Essentially, they're using Ukraine to launder money back to, of course, quote unquote, the big guy, which is why the pardon for Hunter Biden was effective, what, in 2014?
The blanket
I think
anything from January 1st, 2014
2014 to
forward,
present,
any and all crimes he may or may not have been charged with.
which, the liberals are going to lose their mind whenever Trump starts pardoning these January 6th folks or commuting their sentences or getting them out of jail, basically
Yeah.
get out of jail free card.
Yeah.
They're going to say it's not right, it's not fair, it's not right, it's not fair, but they have nothing to say about. Although
They will though.
there are quite a few that are saying that it was inappropriate for
Not
him to.
Whoopi. Whoopi is not one of them.
Oh, of course not.
Charlemagne de God called her out on that stupid show that she's on,
The View.
saying when do you call out the Democrats? When is enough enough?
Well, when they do something wrong.
Yeah, that's basically what she said.
When I see that they do something wrong, I'll call them out on it.
Well, and
She hasn't seen it yet.
these liberals are. Oh wait, hang on, we got another caller.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hi, this is James. How you doing?
It was a recording.
Oh,
James is not real.
damn, we only want the live callers. If you're gonna call in, be a live person.
But speaking of that, I would like to get. So we have a pretty left wing person that we chat with, one of our contributors here. I'm gonna give her a call.
The mouth.
No, her name is Carol. She's been on the show before.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
One of our left. I'm gonna ask her what her thought process
she is
about.
So far left of anything smart.
I'm gonna ask her what her thoughts on.
What the fuck do you want?
We're live on the air.
Hi, Carol.
Hey, we wanted to ask your opinion on a recent political topic.
Okay.
Since your views are a little bit different than ours, you are a little bit more left wing than we are. So we were wanting to talk to you about the pardon of Hunter Biden and get your thoughts on it.
Okay.
So what are your thoughts on it?
Have you any thoughts on
Do
it?
you have a thought on him pardoning Hunter Biden and what kind of box is that going to open up for the future?
And what benefit is it to the country as a
I
whole?
think it's going to be helpful. I think it's going to be helpful for our side because of the way he was pardoned. Since they didn't specifically pardon him for anything, but just made this humongous 10-year for everything pardon, and I don't think it's going to work the way that they think it's going to. So I think it's going to leave it open where he's going to have to testify, and maybe we'll get some answers. Because he can't refuse to testify now. He can't take the fifth. He can't be prosecuted. But then I read where somebody said that it was too big of a blanket pardon and they were going to try to see, if maybe he would still, be liable for some stuff. I think it was kind of a chicken shit way that Biden went about doing it.
Now we're gonna have to go back and edit this because of your language. It's gonna be chicken beep. So we're currently on with Carol, who has her law degree from Facebook University.
Thank you,
That's
Carol.
right, and don't you forget.
And one more question: did you see Sleepy Joe falling asleep today at that conference?
Oh, in Africa,
Yes.
yes.
And did you see him having to be led around by the president of Angola?
Yes, and that was extremely embarrassing. It was unsettling.
Yeah.
Unsettling that our country's going to be viewed uh, but because of how it's going to be viewed because he's such a nincompoop.
Well, now you said poop.
He probably had
Yep.
poop in his
Poop.
pants.
Probably had poop in the diaper too. That's why he was having to
That's
be led
right.
around. Yes.
That's right.
It was ice cream time here in the United States, but he was all the way across on the other side of the world.
It was Rocky Road in my diaper.
Okay, well, we were just calling to get your opinion on that, and we'll make sure to give you credit for being on our show.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, and stand by for your free gift too.
Yes, we'll be sending you a free gift in the
Some merch.
mail. Hey, I have a question
Swag.
though. One more question.
Gift in the mail.
Are you there?
Yes, I'm
Okay,
here.
I have one more question. What does this sound like? And that was Carol.
Thank you, Carol.
Thank you, Carol.
We like Carol.
We like Carol. Carol's okay. But no, the whole situation with everything that's going on,
It's just ridiculous. It's absurd. It's like a bad Twilight Zone episode.
what's that?
Oh,
I've never
okay.
heard of the Twilight
It's like a
Zone.
bad. It's just like a bad. I don't know. It's like a bad presidency. It's a joke.
It's like when you're on the 410 in rush hour traffic and your belly starts rumbling and you're on the inside lane, you can't get all the way over, and you know that there's about to be a rocky road in the diaper,
Yep.
and you
Yep.
forgot your diaper.
Yep. Yep.
Where's it gonna
It's like
go?
that. No,
Um,
it's just really sad.
did you
that-
also see with the whole
Oh, did you see the Christmas decorations in the White House again?
no, are they rainbow
There's
colored?
like a yes, and they're
Oh,
like a
for
carousel,
fuck's
which is perfect because it's a circus in there.
sake. um, I did see Mike Johnson. Did you see his
Oh, yes, I
comment
did.
about
He's like, no.
no, we have a new
No.
commander in chief coming in. We're not allocating anything to anybody
Speaker
else.
Johnson, are we going to be sending more money to Ukraine? No. Not going to.
The
Not
blank
going to
check.
do it.
The blank check is getting ripped up, and it's about time.
Yeah.
Although, if you say America first, you're a phobe.
What did you get
is
called earlier by someone in Houston?
a Nazi,
Nazi?
sympathizer and a what's the other word?
Fascist?
Yeah, Nazi and fascist sympathizer.
These
It's
people. You
it-
know, it's funny to me that, I mean, it's actually sad and pathetic when I say funny.
Right.
The way these people who are still upset with the results of this election, where the majority of people voted for Donald Trump, for conservative House, conservative Senate, and they think that didn't happen. It's like the majority of
Well-
people did. Well, they're upset because they didn't get their way. Well, sorry, majority.
like those ladies. Was it in Michigan? Well, I say ladies very, very loosely. The ones that were at I think Lake Michigan
Oh,
when they
it
were
was in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin when they
Yeah.
were screaming out
They screamed,
screaming out into the lake. Like, come on.
and they're shaving their heads and promising no sex, and
I mean, I can't
which is great because the conservative women and men will
procreate,
and there'll be more of us,
there shan't be any. Maybe we can eradicate
more
the liberal
people with common
population.
sense.
But yeah, it's insane. The fact that in 2016 when he won, they were belly aching. Well, we need to abolish electoral college because he didn't win the electoral, or he won the electoral vote, but he didn't win the popular vote. We need to abolish. We need to abolish. But they can't say that.
No, they can't.
That's great.
Well, they couldn't say it last time either, but
No,
they
they
were
could
able to
because they couldn't do it.
find
But
20 million votes at
that
2 a.m.
that is the crazy thing, that all of a sudden, there, that again, that chart I think we talked about a couple of weeks ago is like, here it is, oh, here it is,
Yeah.
and then every election has been here except for that one that was up here when Trump was on the verge of getting reelected, and then
Yeah. Which, honestly, I think it's working out. I'm not happy about the last 4 years, but it's working out because now, well, if he had gotten elected in 2020,
mhm.
he wouldn't have had a GOP Senate or House.
Yeah, he would have been impeached about 5 or 6 more times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the country finally saw what liberal leadership doesn't do. Um, and I use the term leadership very, very loosely. But
You see all those companies getting rid of their DEI programs? I'm loving that.
it's funny how they're all kind of falling in line.
Yeah. There's a while back, Hector was told to shut the F up and fall in line by the president of
San Antonio Pride.
Yeah. And because he dared voice a difference of opinion.
Because I refer to them as the alphabet soup mafia, and I call out their hypocrisy. And funny thing, when we were both serving on the softball board, and they had our resignation letters in the first meeting. They had our resignation letters written out and signed for us.
And not to mention the first meeting, let's see, 35 minutes of it, either 25 or 35, the first meeting, and the second meeting was another 25 or 35 minutes, was spent berating Hector and I. I have video of it. It's fun to listen to. And not to mention 9 pages of
yes,
stuff that we said on a public forum prior to being on the board that they were attacking us for.
They hand everything out to all the new board members, and they're like, they hand it to us, and we're like, we don't need it. We know what we said.
We know what we said.
We stand by what we said. Well, they blah blah blah. And then one of them had the audacity. What was it she said? I was a bully, or I was
who knows?
oh, I was bullheaded.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, she told me that, I don't know you, but judging by your post and everything, you seem very bullheaded. I thanked her for that. The fact that she caught on in one meeting and realized that I was bullheaded, that was
pretty smart.
That was pretty nice of her. I couldn't, that was really
fun.
nice. And then she proceeded to see how bullheaded I really was. And then she resigned, and the funny part is she resigns and they beg her to come back to continue to not do her job, which we were calling her out on for not doing her job as secretary.
Not just the two of us calling her out, everybody on the board.
So she
in fact, we all voted to
boot her. But it was Angela and I. The only reason that she was booted was because of us, and we were bullying her. And, do we have another?
Oh yeah, actually we do.
We're coming up towards the end here because we got to get the dogs fed and get ready for trivia. Next time we'll try to have it a little bit set up a little bit better in here. We do have some people that are going to be coming in and doing this and getting it all set up.
Yeah, we kind of ran into a last second issue, which we weren't expecting. But Hector's going to read our last sponsor, so we get paid.
Alrighty. Looking for protection that does double duty? Say hello to Mini Multitaskers, the condom designed for micro penises that also doubles as eye drops. That's right. Whether it's keeping things secure in the bedroom or giving your dry eyes a refreshing boost, Mini Multitaskers have you covered. Small enough to fit just right, slick enough for soothing hydration, and versatile enough to handle both jobs. Because who says you can't multitask? Mini Multitaskers, safety for below, clarity for above. Available now because life's too short for a single purpose solution. Thank you, mini multitaskers.
Thank you, mini multitaskers. As our last sponsor of the night.
I've not heard of mini multitaskers. I do have a question about them. Are the eye drops before or after
You know what? We just read
your
the
use down below?
we just read the copy. We don't question.
I'm gonna have to go to their
You're gonna have to go to-
website and
maybe
investigate.
Check
you know?
at the Walgreens.
Gotta
See if they've got
check
them.
for those. Keep those micro penises covered, men or women who identify as men,
And your eyes moist.
and your eyes moist. Thank you, mini micro tweezers. Whoop,
Mini micro
sorry, mini multitaskers.
mini
Sorry.
multitaskers.
Thank you very much for that that sponsor, and
Glad we have those. That way we can, you know what? It's like NPR. You know, we don't go out and ask for and solicit donations, but we have sponsors that take care of us.
Little
We'll have to
housekeeping.
send Carol some of those.
Little housekeeping. Don't forget to give us a follow on
Housekeeping.
X at Ratsay. I'll spell it out.
Spell it out.
Ratsaisatx. So essentially, it's repository of all things small and insignificant, San Antonio, Texas. RATSATX. Give us a follow. It's a mouthful right there. I need a mini multitasker.
And if you're watching this on our channel, where you found us on the YouTube.
Yeah. Share that with your friends, family, anybody who wants to be offended, anybody who gets offended, anybody
Or
who
wants
needs
to
to be
offend us.
offended. Or if you want to offend us, tell us what we've done good, bad, ugly, all that good stuff. We don't get offended. If you can offend us, we would gladly bring you on and
Yeah,
chat with you. And
we'd love to bring up another chair and put you in studio. Or
I'm willing to bet that there is nobody who could offend either of us. Piss us off, okay, yeah, probably. There's a lot of people who do that, but I guarantee I can't get offended.
I don't know who would offend.
I thought I was offended once, then I realized it was just gas.
Or a turd.
Just well, I was able to bottle it up with one of them their edible tampons from last week's sponsor.
Oh God, I wouldn't want to edible that one.
I think the hounds are getting hungry.
The hounds are baying.
But we'll be back next week. Maybe we can do one Sunday too. I'm going to come over and help with the lights. We can chat again on Sunday, and if y'all still need help with them, because I really don't think it's a good idea for you to get on a ladder. In fact, I don't even think it's a good idea for you to stand up and get out of that chair.
Yeah, I don't think. No, got nothing. Oh, we got a funeral on Saturday, but Sunday.
So we might be back on Sunday. If not, definitely next Wednesday. Thanks again for watching. Give us a like, a share, follow us on Twitter. If we can start building some traction, we could do an Instagram and all of that kind of stuff too.
And on the Facebook
and on the Facebookers.
Oh wait, Twitch.
I don't know what Twitch is. You're a Twitch.
I don't know what that podcast
is a
we
Twitch
listened
like
to.
a twat and a bitch?
Possibly. No, that'd be batch.
No, twat and bitch. A Twitch.
Oh, okay.
Yep, they're hungry.
Okay.
All right. Well, it
Be
was
good humans.
good seeing y'all again.
Bye-bye.
I guess we're not seeing y'all, but good to talk for y'all for a bit. Well, we're getting yelled at. It's time to wrap up. We have things that are hungry.
Yeah.
All right. We will be back next week.